I'm Patty Flynn, and I'm making a Dragon deck profile. I'm using Dual Network because I don't have all the cards. Like, it's because it started as an Odd Eyes Dragon deck. I used it last night and it was good. I was gonna be like testing it in a tournament. It's just like out of all the cards I had, I could probably make a pretty good deck. So it's basically a Chaos Dragon deck. I use 2 Divine Dragon Dragonaut, like online. You can also you can use 3 Alexander Dragons, but I use Divine Dragon Dragonaut because of the fusion summon King Dragon. It's already your opponent cannot select Dragon type monsters as targets of spell, trap, or monster cards effects, and once per turn you can special summon 1 Dragon type monster from your hand. So it's pretty good, and this is basically summoning. This is a chaos deck. This is I use 2 Black Dragon Consult. Cannot be normal summoned and special summon. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 light monster from your graveyard. Can only be special summoned in other ways. You can only special summon Black Consult Dragon once per turn. If this card was sent to the graveyard from the field, you can add 1 White Dragon Wyvern Bust from your deck to your hand. And White Dragon Wyvern Bust is that I use 2 of it also. Cannot be normal, basically the same thing, but by banishing 1 dot monster, and if it was sent from the field to your graveyard, then you add 1 Black Dragon Consult Dragon from your deck to your hand. And that's pretty good. I also use 1 Black BLS, Black Soda, and via the beginning. Cannot be normal summoned on a special. Must be first special summon from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dot monster from the graveyard. Once per turn, you target you can activate one of these effects. Target 1 monster on your field, banish that. Target 1 monster on the field, banish that target. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. If this attacking card destroys a point monster by battle, after damage challenge, it can make a second attack in a row. So that's good. Good card. I also use 1 Eclipse Wyvern. This card is sent from the graveyard to the field, banish 1 level summon a higher light or dark dragon type monster from your deck, and if this card in your graveyard is banished, you can add that banished monster by this effect to your hand. So it's a good way to get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to your hand faster. I also use 2 King of the Swamp because this is also a bit of a fusion deck, so can be and also get Poly in my hand. It can be substituted for Lord of D or Divine Dragonaut, and I believe it can be substituted for 1 fusion monster and 5-headed dragon, but I'm not too sure. I need to double check because this one must be fusion summoned. It cannot be special by other ways. Like there's some fusion monster that add, I don't know if Dual Network's up to date with its effect. I have 1 real one, but I haven't read that in a while, and in my real deck I just do it in there quickly to bring it up, and it's pretty good because it cannot be destroyed by battle with dark, earth, water, fire, or wind monsters, but it can be destroyed by battle with light monsters, and it can be destroyed by card effects, but 5,000 attacks good. So basically, and that's I have my main strategy is if I get 5-headed dragon out, want to have no, that's in my side deck. Dragon Shield in my side deck. It's pretty good with 5-headed dragon, so in my side deck, and also with in a dragon deck in general. I also use 2 Lord of D. It can be used at 3 if you don't want to use King of the Swamp. Basically, when this card is Lord of D's effect, dragon type monsters on the field cannot be targeted by card effects. And Mass Dragons I use 2 Mass Dragons. When this card is evolved by battle and sent to the grave, you can special summon 1 Dragon type with a 15,000 or less attack. So special summon itself or different dragon like Divine Dragon, you know, is a good target. And then yeah, that's it in the deck so far. Like in real life, it's a bit more tuna based, but no, this is based on overlay summoning, and also it can target itself, so which is nice. Mass Dragon can target itself, which is basically Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragon deck, because there's few high level dragons in this. I also use 2 Odd Eyes Dragons and 2 Odd Eye Saber Dragons. They work together. And Odd Eye Saber, you need Odd Eye Dragon in your deck to use Odd Eye Saber Dragon. If this card is in your hand, you can tribute 1 light monster and send Odd Eyes Dragon from your hand, deck, or side of the field to the graveyard, and you do special on this card. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to your graveyard, you can destroy 1 monster your opponent controls. An Odd Eye Saber Dragon's effect is basically inflict damage. If it destroys them and sends a monster to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack of that monster. So it's pretty good. And I use 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon because it's at 1. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 Dragon type monster you control, or you can tribute summon it, or you can. Oh, there's other ways to special summon it. And once per turn, you can special summon 1 Dragon type monster from your hand, or graveyard except Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And I also use 1 Red Eyes Wyvern Junior in phase. If you do not know I'm a summon, like, it's a good way. Like, I use Dragon Ravine, so it's a cheap way to Dragon Ravine in my actual deck, and also it's like another way. It's another dragon. And now into the spells, since I covered the Wyvern button. I use 1 Dragon Ravine. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then activate one of your set. Add 1 level 4 or lower Dragoonity monster. I was thinking to add Dragoonity monster, but no, this is a more deck based on overlay and getting out Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. So basically, send 1 Dragon type monster from the grave. So it takes 2 turns to get. It can take 2 turns. Really, if he's not in my hand, and there's other things that I can do. I use 2 MSTs and 2 polymerizations. 1 Stamping Destruction, because if you control a Dragon type monster, target 1 spell or trap on the field and destroy that target. If you do, inflict 500 damage to its controller. And 2 Swords of Revealing Light. Basically, flip. No, most people don't notice this. Flip all monsters your opponent controls. Like, I used it, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's right, it gets flipped. And this card remains on the field for 3 of your opponent's turns. While this card is face up on the field, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack. So it's good. And also it helps, like, it gave me 3 turns that I needed, like, gave me 3 turns to get out the 1 card that I needed. And then 2 Fluted Summoning Dragon, just a way, just like, you can replace that with cost down and take out Lord of D and not base it on King Dragoon ish. And I also the traps I used: 1 Boneless Trap Hole, 3 Call of the Haunted, 1 Castle Dragons of the Souls. Like, it's a unique card. Like, I use it in my Synchron Dragon deck that I have on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game, Millennium Duels. Like, it's pretty good. And the more I play this deck, the more events I can get at it, the better I can get at it and update it more. So I'm definitely going to make a update video for this deck as I play it. I also use 1 Mirror Force, 1 Audio of the Traveler. Like, it's pretty effective, and it's amazing how, like, there's chances of drawing it, but, like, in 3 Masters, I drew it, like, each time. Like, in a match of 2 out of 3, I ended up, like, drawing it each time. Like, And I use 2 Scrap Iron Scarecrows and 1 Torianto Tribute. And for my extra deck, I use 1 5-headed dragon and 2 5-headed dragons and 2 King Dragoon. You can also, if you wanted to, you could use other dragon type fusions, like because of King of the Swamp. Like you could use Runai's Dragon and like fuse some Lord of D special. So if you have Lord of D in your hand, you can fuse and summon King of the Swamp and Lord of D to get that card out. Then also use two Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragons, just cause I use 2 Odd Eyes Absolute Dragons. Also, I side deck 1 Tuna Debris Dragon. And for that XYZ, I use 1 Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. It's very good. Like I was used actually against me, so in a duo, so it's definitely very good. I use number 101 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Leviathan Dragon, and the number 39 Utopia, 1 number 82 Heartland Draco. It's pretty good, and especially since I'm going to Sphere, since I'm using a Sphere, like it's decent attack. And while you draw a face-up spell card or cards, this card cannot be targeted for attacks. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. This card cannot attack your opponent directly, but other monsters cannot attack. This turn, this card can attack your opponent directly, but others. So it's pretty good, like especially if you only have it on the field. And then with swords, like it's pretty good on the field. And then there's Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, like two and 1 Queen Dragon. Dragon type monster you control cannot be destroyed by battles. If a Queen Dragon is in, once per turn you can detach 1 XY material from this card to target 1 level 5 or higher Dragon type monster in your graveyard, special in that target cannot attack this turn and its effects are negated. Just another way to get out like strong monsters. And I also use 1 Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon just because it's pretty good effect. And it's a pretty good effect. Yeah, it's a good effect, and also I was like, when I was started making this deck, it's like I might put pendulums, so it's just like to remind me that to put pendulums in it. Like I can't like use it at all, so I would recommend maybe using another number 17 Leviathan Dragon or anything. It's a reminder. And my side deck is Chaos Sorcerer, Debris Dragon, 3 Mirage Dragons, like to counter traps, 1 God Eyes Wyvern, so a Dark Hole, another Dragon Ravine, Dragon Shield, 2 of them is good in this deck, a Polymerization, another Stamping Destruction, Fluted Summoning Dragon to make it 3, because it's 1 a chart, and Castle Dragon Souls, 2 of them, and that's it. I hope you like this deck profile, and leave a like and a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you want to see more. Have a great day.